What's going on, YouTube? Hunter322 here, back again with another video. I'm pretty sure I didn't do my intro right, but I don't care. We're here with Power Rankings, and we got... You're supposed to say your name.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Your
It's all
mic
good.
literally glitched out right when you said my name, so I couldn't
Hey, shout out to
tell.
Discord. Shout out to Discord.
Yeah.
So, if you
Screen
can tell,
share
we got
coming out.
Malone,
Hola.
as it says on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah. So, this will be once a week on Friday, as you can clearly see, because it is Friday when we are uploading this.
Mhm.
So, yeah, let's hop right into the power rankings. See what each of us put down for us ranking them.
Okay. So for the 14th pick, both of us put Las Vegas Gardevoir. Would you like to explain your reasoning if you're still here?
Okay, yeah, sorry about the interruption. But for number 14,
Mhm.
okay, so Las Vegas Gardevoir, Gustavo's team. It's just I don't really like the team buildup. Plus, he couldn't really get anything going against Raver and TG. They're both phenomenal battlers, but it's just I just don't like his team. Just personally,
Yeah, I definitely agree.
yeah. I just think his team was kind of just thrown together.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oops.
what'd you
He
do?
didn't. I just went to the other side for a second.
Okay, it's
No
all
big
good.
deal.
It's all good. We'll see
Um.
eventually. Number 13, we have a little bit of conflict.
Yeah. Okay. So you chose static and intermelodic, and I chose Keystar and Phoenix Flagons.
Yep. So why'd you pick the Flygons at number 13?
Okay. So the Flagons lost 4-0, and intermelodic lost
5-0.
5-0. Yeah. So I just like to start off and say I think that this is a pretty debatable for me, but going into the match, I think the Flygons had a not like necessarily a great one, but probably a better matchup with the two teams comparing Static and the Weaviles,
Yeah.
Fish, and I just think that Static really couldn't get it going. Neither teams could really get anything going. But I think that Static should be higher, and I think he could be higher, and so could Keister. But I just went with Static because I think that he definitely had potential for a better game.
Yeah, since we're explaining both picks, I put Static below Keister just because I've never beaten Keister. He's 4-0'd me like every single time. That's not the reason though. They both lost by big differentials, and personally, Static's team is good where he has very, very big threats, but he has a ton of holes that he didn't get around to patching up. Um, Personally, I don't like his team as much as I like other teams. It's definitely good. It has the greatest model of all time. Shout out to you, Scizor. But I just feel like Static never really got anything going or showed spark of offensive prowess in that game. Then again, Vish has an insane team with Lele and Mega Blastoise and whatnot.
Yeah, I did want to note because he kind of told us to note that his Landorus didn't have EVs or IVs,
Yeah.
but that isn't as much for this as like the other.
And
Shows.
we both agree on 11.
Yeah, so I want to go for me because it's me, and so the reason I put myself there is for two reasons. One of them's kind of dumb, but so last season I was last place, and so out of all of the teams that got 2-0'd, which was 3 teams, I did the worst last year. And also, I think that I probably played the worst out of all of them. I was given a lot of opportunities with like hacks and
Yeah, you're literally
other
half god.
opportunities. I
That's
definitely
wrong.
made some crucial predictions that, or like I wanted to predict them, but they didn't. So misplays, I guess, that kind of cost me the game. Like that Hitmonlee one was
Hmm.
pretty bad, but yeah, I definitely don't think that I deserve to win playing like that, and I think I should be 11th.
Yeah. So your team is probably one of the scariest in the league. Whoa, scariest in the league because you have Cresselia, Chandelure, Megalopony, Xurkitree, which is absolutely insane. Um, you didn't have the greatest matchup. You had absolutely no switch into Mega Arrow except for Cresselia, and once Cresselia was toxic, you got put on ropes. And honestly, at that point, it was kind of done. You have no switch-ins on your roster except for like Cresselia and maybe Regirock, which you didn't bring.
I
And I
wasn't
like
a.
your team.
Oh, wait, it was. I think that if I just wasn't able to get Togekiss in, and that killed me because Togekiss could have healed Build.
Yeah,
Even if that
yeah,
meant to sack it, I think that would have been like
yeah,
important.
yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. So we agreed through 10 and 9,
Yep.
and 10 was the Amsterdam Alakazams, and I put them down there because it was a good battle, but honestly, I had to put them at 10 because they made one crucial misplay, and Mylan, let me know if your Cobalion had anything offensive other than Volt Switch, because if it does, it I'm pretty sure it guaranteed kills Beedrill and you win the match.
Mhm.
So that was the biggest misplay of that match, and you have a good team, of course, because Munium Z is insane, Mega Diancie, Tornadus,
Yeah, definitely
but
scary.
yeah,
The match
yeah,
was 1-0, by the way, if you didn't know.
yeah, it was a very close game
Mhm.
because it came down to Cobalion and then Mega Beedrill, and Cobalion could not kill with the Volt Switch. So,
Mhm.
thoughts more
Yeah,
on
I
the
really
Alakazam?
agree. I can phrase it better than you did about that misplay or pair of misplays that kind of led to his loss. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, not bringing AV Electros for the Ribombi was. I guess you can't really prep for that because Ribombi isn't as high of a tier, but it probably would have made the difference in the match.
Mhm.
But yeah,
All right,
number
so
9.
yeah, we both agree on number 9. It was Hutch. You
Mm-hmm.
I did this because Hutch played one of the best battlers because he is one of the best battlers. But he played one of the best battlers in this league, being the commissioner Anderson. And it was a very close match.
2-0.
I do believe that he made a couple of misplays, but he also made some like good predictions that kept him alive at the time being. Yeah, I just thought it was a really fun match to watch if you didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, it was a Gen 6 stall team. So it was two Gen 6 stall teams because I have Mega Sableye, Anderson has Mega Venusaur. And the biggest misplay of the match, if you guys watch the weekly recap, I talked about this. Switching Mega Sableye in on Reuniclus, if I don't do that and I sack Victini, I actually win the match because Sableye beats both of them one-on-one. So I put myself that low just because I lost. Plus, I still hate myself for making that play. But plus, I lack a lot of offensive presence on my team. So 8 and 7, we went back and forth.
Mhm.
I had Embers at 8. Malone had Niners, vice versa.
Yep.
All right, why'd you put those in the way that you did?
So both matches were also pretty close or interesting. Um,
Hmm.
I do think that the Arcaniners was close, but I believe that Shadow and and Altaria made
Rocker.
some really great plays. Yeah, Rockers, they can't do it, he didn't play. But I think they played pretty evenly. I mean, Shadow working around the hacks, and the Arcaniners just working around Butters and his amazing team.
The Crook. The Crook
Yep.
put in so much work.
It really did. But I think it just come down that to whoever got the win, and I had to give it to the Embers, the higher spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually gave it to the Niners over the Embers. Uh, Cheerily just because, yeah, the Embers played a really good game. I'm gonna say, I mean, Rocker's nicknames that he sent out. I don't agree. That's not the reason I put you guys lower. It's just I just feel like the Arcaniners they had a much tougher team to play against. No offense, Malone, but the Crook just destroyed them. The Crook
Mhm.
got 4 kills and it was still a 2-0. Malone, what was your highest kills on your team? Let me check the
Shandy had
document.
3. Chandelure
Shandy had 3 exactly. So 3,
to
and they
4.
won. But Arcanine, it was 4 from the Crook. Plus the Infiltrator Spiritomb. That's phenomenal prep. I love
Mhm.
abilities beating out huge threats like that. So props to you, Altaria. That was phenomenal. And I just had to put the Arcanines down there since I have played the New Zealandians in ASL versus IPL, I think, yes.
Mhm.
And that she's a good battler.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very, very good. And was first seed in the IPL, so yeah, that's how I figured I would see them.
Mhm.
So next.
Okay, so we
So
also had some,
swapped again.
you know,
Hmm.
disagreements. The top 6 are all jumbled up for us. Um,
Yeah.
so
7-3.
we had Las Vegas Ludicolo and the New Zealandians. I I will say why. I Butters slash Laurie, they're a really really great battler. I mean they played well against Altaria, but I think that they could have played a little better. And the spam with all of his crazy things, he just kind of he played pretty well with the rebomby. That was just insane. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the matches too well, besides those couple plays with Spiritomb and rebomby. But I just think that um this is also one of like those debatable ones, as you can see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll let you talk.
Okay, so I put the Ludicolos at number 6 because it was a 1-0, and I feel that the Alakazams would have won the match had Cobalion had a different move other than Volt Switch to attack the Mega Beedrill. That was still a great game, but I just didn't agree with the switch into Mamo. Really didn't. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yes, the Cobalion, I believe, had close combat on it or something because it bodied the Mammothswine or something. So I feel like the Zams would have won the game anyways. So in the Netherlandians, Crook just put on so much pressure. 4 kills, no deaths, and that's just phenomenal. If you see more than 2 kills from a Mon, you know that they're dominating that match. And Netherlandians performed with Crook phenomenally. Ludicolas, of course, did pull out that very narrow victory. Using Mega Beedrill at the OU tier now that it got moved up from the speed buff from the Megas. So
hmm
they're definitely in playoff seeds for me.
I mean, I
But I just
probably
had,
yeah,
yeah,
I
just the
probably
New
would
Zealandians at a higher diff.
yeah, I might have changed it because I kind of made this mostly before the New Zealandians versus Arcanines match was played.
Hmm.
But yeah, moving on to number 4. This is where the differences kind of
Yeah, this is
start.
actually a really big difference.
Yeah. So Hutch had Stoic Sand Slash at
Yep. Number
number
4.
4, and Meet Your Mantine is my number 4. So I'll let you talk first.
Okay, so I put the Sand Slash down there because I know that a lot of teams don't have one, but the Sand Slash don't have a Mega. But I love how well Inaria is executing Porygon 2, as it was on my team last year. It put in absolute work. So that was I will admit Inaria did get a little bit lucky, but they told me after the match that P2 still lives a +4 Dragon Claw, so it really didn't matter, and just takes it out with Tri Attack or whatever, anyways. But I had to put him down at number 4 just because my next three, the next three, I love their teams so much, and they've put in so much work. So, Anaria, I'm definitely putting you in top 4. It's just there's 3 more teams that I feel have a better shot of grabbing the number 1 seed. Not putting it past you, though.
Oh yeah, so I put my the Meet Your Mantine number 4, and no offense to Raver or the Great One, because they're very good battlers, but I think that the match was in a way handed to them with the combination of some poor prepping and a really good matchup. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Stoic Sand Slash had a little bit more, or I guess I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think that they played pretty well. I mean, it wasn't like they played terribly. I just think that it was a little bit handed to them in a sense.
Yeah. All right, number 3, Elm Street Parasects. You want to go first?
Sure. All right.
All
So
right.
Anderson, the commish, had a really tough opponent in Hutch, and he played really, really well. Especially with Mons that I forget.
Reuniclus that got 4
Yep,
kills.
Uniclus.
That thing's in my nightmares right now.
Yeah, but
That thing's canceled me.
yeah, he also used Mega Venusaur pretty well too. And I just think that he just outstalled you. That was basically how the game worked out, and it really that game could have gone either way. I think
Mm,
Mega Sableye kind of wrecks his team, but I think that he did earn it, and he played well enough to deserve third spot
mm.
because he probably had the
All right.
hardest matchup out of the top.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
doesn't have very many switch-ins for Mega Sableye. So I
Mhm.
put him at number 3 for mostly the same reasons, and I love his team to death. Mega Venusaur is probably my favorite Mega. It was my first Mega that I ever used, and it got like 15 kills. So I love his team, Zapdos, Weavile, Mega Venusaur, some of my favorite Mons. Reuniclus as well, even though again thing just because it won him the game. That thing was too stally. But he has a very, very strong team buildup. And his team is insane. And he played very, very well against me. Although I put a lot of pressure on with Victini didn't get a single kill, which I got to give it up to him. Victini's putting on so much pressure, and he limits Victini from getting a kill. That's just phenomenal. My hat's off to you,
Mhm.
Anderson.
Also, I know that this Mon didn't get a kill, but he played well with Hariyama, putting a lot of pressure and weakening a lot of the Mons and switching into a
Mm.
status with his guts.
Yeah, that Harry almost scary.
That was a really good play, and he weakened his team. So it was
Mm.
a great
All
way
right,
to use his last pick of the draft.
hop into those top 2. Let's get it. All right, so this is where the differences come.
All right. So Hutch had the Winter's Weaviles for number 2, and I had the Stoic Sand Slash. But I've probably been waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, reason that I put the Wenchers Weaviles at number 2. Well, let's see. They got Mega Blastoise. They have Tapu Lele. Let me open my phone to look at the doc so I don't remember the amazing mons that he has.
Tapu, Lele, Zygarde
Heatran,
50%,
Gengar,
and
Minior.
UU.
Like, I'll
Gengar
tell
and
you right
UU.
now. I'll tell you right now. He got Lele, Gengar, and Minior at steals. Steals.
Hmm.
Minior was RU, Gengar was UU, and Tapu Lele was OU. Tapu Lele should be banned, but it's whatever. Um, his team is absolutely phenomenal. The offensive pressure that it applies is ridiculous, and he has a Chestnut, Heatran, Mega Blastoise core. That's a Fire, Water, Grass core, and a very, very bulky core with hazard removal and hazard stacking. If you want to stack spikes with Chestnut or lay rocks, I believe Zygarde 50% gets rocks, and he just applied so much pressure on his static
Armaldo
and
gets it too.
5-0'd him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he also has that. So that's why, and I will explain why I put Raver and TG at the number 1 in a minute. So talk about the Stoic Sandslash at number 2.
Alright, so the Stoic Sand Slash, last season they were the comeback player of the year. They had a rough start and played really well at the end, but I think that though people did acknowledge this, he still had a lot of potential, and I think he really proved that in this game. He played really well in a pretty even matchup, I would say. Um, I also really like his team. It's pretty interesting. Taking one of my all-time favorites, Kyurem, um, also with that P2, and Darmanitan, who applies like so much offensive pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really great way. He used his all 3 of his NUPU mons in that match, and he used them really well. He yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, he just played so well, and hats off. Good
All
luck the
right.
rest of the season.
So do you want to go first for the number 1, or do you want me to go first?
Um, I think I can. I'll just go first because
All
you
right.
probably have more in-depth explanation.
Mm-hmm.
So Hutch already went over his insane team: Tapu Lele, Steel, Gengar Steel, Meteor Steel. One thing that I really noticed, he also one of his NU Piemons. He used Licky Licky like the best I've ever seen it used in competitive. That thing tanked so well. It wished up. It healed a lot of his team, and might have picked up a kill if I can
I don't think it
find
did.
it. Yeah, I don't know if it did, but it still played really, 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 really well. Yeah, it didn't die though. But
Yeah.
yeah, he did really well, and then he got 2 kills with Jolteon Mega Blastoise, and then ending the game with Tapu Lele, um, which are 3 of his best mons for his tiers. Um, I just think that he played really well with a really good team, and he definitely deserved the match, the win.
All right. So reason that I put Meet Your Mantine at number 1 when Malone put him at 4. So I've played Raver. I've played him twice in the past. He's beat me both times. One, I almost won on hacks, and two, he might have won on hacks. Maybe it depends. So I've lost both times of him, and he builds the most insane teams. He was the champion of the ASL
Hmm.
uh, last season, and TG, I believe, went to the semifinals.
Yeah.
So you're semifinals champion. Put those together, what do you get? You get a number 1 overall team. With their team, it is absolutely insane. Hear me out. Latias, Clefable, Mudsdale, Mega Ampharos, Beware, Metagross. So what's a top of Lele at this point? Gigalith, I might have already said that, but whatever. Rotomo, Absol, Lanoon, which is a pretty fun pickup. Zadu, and Volbeat. I love their team. It's very utility, which is proven to be very, very good. Because you can just Thunderwave everything and then bring in like Choice Banded Beware with enough speed investment and just kill everything. As they showed, they got 3 kills with the Beware in the first matchup, and Raver and TG in one team with the team that they have right now is absolutely insane, and I personally don't know how I'm supposed to beat it when I play them.
Mhm.
Their cores are just absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. That was a yeah. The one thing about him is he played really well last season, but I do remember doing pretty well against him as a new team with a team that I disliked very much. But
Yeah, I
besides that, I
1-0'd him,
think
or
I
he
mean
1-0'd
he's
me
still
my
a
first
really,
week.
really, really great battler. Um, as Hud said, yeah, winning the championship and making to the semifinals. But I think as a new member of the ASL, the Weaviles and Fish are definitely going to do well and end up on top.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
So I think we're going to wrap that up there, since there's not a 0th pick or a -1th pick or negative first. I don't know how to say it,
Yep.
but leave a comment down below if it's negative first or -1th. Comment question of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, make that up on spot. Heck yeah. So we're probably gonna get out of here. I
Yep.
hope you guys
Just
enjoyed.
stay tuned for top plays on Sunday with me.
Sunday? Yes. So Sunday with Malone. So if you guys did enjoy, smash that like button down below, subscribe, and after we get out of here, be on the lookout for Sunday, as Malone said, from the top plays. And we will see you guys next time. This has been week 1 Power Rankings with Hutch Malone. Goodbye.
Bye.